Arrays are used to store multiple values in one variable. Arrays are storing values of a certain type. So let's say we'd like to store the numbers 1 to 5. Here's how we would do that. We would say int, the type, then square brackets to indicate that it's an array, give it a name, in this case numbers, equal sign, and here we are assigning the values between two curly brackets. They are comma separated. Similarly, we could actually define an array of fruits. In this case, the type would be string, text, square brackets indicate that it's an array, fruits would be the name, curly brackets to specify the values, and they're comma separated. As you can see, we declare the array by adding square brackets after the type. This tells Java that it's not one single value, but actually an array of that type. If we want to get the value out, we can use the index for this. The index starts to count from 0, so the index of the first element is 0. The index of the second element is 1, etc. On the slide, we are getting the first value out, and we store it in a type of string. Since the one value is of type string, the name is first fruit, and we say equals fruits, which is the name of the array, and then square brackets, and in between there we specify the index. In this case, the value is going to be orange. So the index of orange is 0, it's the first element. The index of apple, the second element, has index 1, and the third element, grapefruit, has index 2. So to get the last fruit, we need to use the index 2. Here's how to do that. String last fruit equals fruits, and then between square brackets a 2. It sure looks tasty, this nice grapefruit. We can also get the length of this array by using the length property. For length, we count like normal humans do, so the length of the fruits array would be 3. In Java, the length must be known upon creation. This can be done by specifying the entire array, like we just did. But it can also be done by a syntax that we haven't seen yet. And that's by saying int square brackets, give the name, and then equals new, int, square brackets, and then the length of the array. This creates an array called int array with a length of 5. And you might think that there are no values in this array yet, but they are actually initialized to their default values, which is zeros for ints. We can override this value as well. So we could say int between square brackets 0 equals 2. This is how we override the first element with index 0. You can see afterwards the value is going to be 2. In the next video, we're going to move over to IntelliJ and see arrays in action.